Hello, everyone. This is episode 2. Welcome back to Timeline Podcast. Hope you're all doing well today.
That's so funny. Welcome. Charlie's first introduction.
Yeah, it is. That was kind of terrible. I'm not very good at introductions.
I feel like most of them I do, so it's a breath of fresh air for someone else
No,
to do it.
Fine. No, hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you very much for listening. If you tuned in to last week's episode, this is season 2 of our podcast timeline. We are back today, episode 2.
Podcast timeline.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Timeline podcast.
Oh my word. Get that coffee in you.
Yeah, it's very hot in this room.
Yeah, so we're back with episode 2. We're so glad to be back, and today we thought we'd just have a little chat, a little catch up. I know Charlie's been getting up to quite a lot of stuff this week. The weather in London, I always have to do a weather update. If you follow me on YouTube, you know weather updates are important. The weather right now is super muggy in London. It's super humid. It is cloudy outside.
Yeah.
And it actually may be about 20 degrees. However, just very muggy. So as you know, London flats or flats in the UK or houses in the UK don't deal with hot weather very well.
We're not built for the hot weather. Like, whereas you go to somewhere in Europe and it's all like nice, white, clean buildings and it just feels like airy and...
Funny you say white, clean buildings, because if you look behind me, it's white and clean. Well, I mean,
it's like,
white.
You know, like flats and stuff in like Greece and, you know, if you go to Italy, there's, they have this like really cold flooring and it's just, it feels instantly cooler because they have such hot, like warmer climates in the Mediterranean. And here it's just, the UK is definitely not built for warm weather. Not that we've had super, super warm weather. Yesterday was hot. I am sunburnt. You won't be able to tell.
Were you actually sunburnt?
Yeah, my arms got completely sunburnt. So I did a little walk yesterday. I say little walk. It was probably the longest walk I've ever done in
tell us about
very, very long time. So my partner Rosie has, she suffers from colitis, and there's a charity called Crohn's and Colitis. So Crohn's is a version where it basically just really tackles your immune system, and you know, a few like creators in the UK have it. I think it is something that people should be talking about a lot more because a lot of people do suffer with it. But I think because it's one of those kind of illnesses and conditions where maybe people don't feel like they can talk about it because it's you know, not something that people really want to talk about. But yeah, she suffers with it and managed to raise £180, and the entire thing was a charity walk. So we did a charity walk from Richmond Park all the way to Victoria Park in East London.
Right, and for people that live in... Right, there we go.
Yeah, 15.6 miles. And that wasn't even including our walk from like our flat to Richmond, pretty much.
No way, you walked from your flat to Richmond?
Oh, sorry. No. I'll walk... Can you imagine? No, I'll walk from here to Ravenscourt Park, where we then got the tube.
Yeah, but that's not far.
It's 15 minutes. I mean, that adds... I'd say that's like...
Where's that sassy, like, 15 minutes?
It all counts. No, it was actually kind of like the perfect day for it. I just didn't put any sunscreen on before.
It was the perfect day for something that... The only thing that I would say was... It was the perfect day, but also if it was a couple of degrees lower, it would have been the perfect day.
I like had a like Finisterre fleece on when we left and a like jumper on and then the t-shirt, and I was in shorts, but I was like, right, well, if I'm going to be like a bit cold, because I do get cold quite easily, I'll like layer up at the start, and then as soon as we got into Richmond Park, I was like, it's hot for this.
Yeah.
So I just was in a t-shirt the entire day. But yeah, we did it. It was, I don't know. Realized how it took 5 hours, but
whoa, okay,
yeah. So pretty much like marathon time. Yeah, let's try and get one of those in every episode. Yeah, that was half a marathon. Okay. Just under half a marathon, and yeah, I don't know.
How long does it take for you to run a half marathon?
To run a half marathon, I'd say just over 2 hours, probably.
Right, so it's actually not bad for you to walk that distance in like double the time.
Yeah, we were going about, because I was really worried that my watch would like run out of battery, because I was timing it all on my like Strava on the watch.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh God, if this shuts off, then I've like lost
the whole
everything.
thing. Did it last the whole time?
Yeah, it did. Had like 10% left.
Okay, oh wow.
Yeah.
That's good to know that the watch can last that long.
Yeah, and it was like constantly recording. I like
Yeah,
paused
for
it a
the whole
couple of
time.
times. But yeah, just London is not the best walking city. I think
Mm,
if you're coming to London to visit and wanting to do like lots of different walks, like London is not the place for that because we were constantly by like the roads the entire time. If we did want to go like off the beaten track and go like a varied route, I reckon that would have probably added
yeah,
on like another hour and a half.
yeah. But you went the most direct route, probably.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
and then
interesting.
had a vegan hummus
Well,
burger afterwards. Oh,
ooh,
yes. And some donuts. I don't wanna lie,
yay!
actually. We had some crosstown donuts because it's 4th of
With
July weekend, so
at
they had, like,
at Victoria
vegan.
Park,
No, we came back and just
ordered
ordered
it.
them.
Right, fair.
Yeah.
How did you order? That doesn't matter actually. No one needs to know where we live. We live west. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
How
But
do
it was good.
people support if they want to support?
Oh, if anyone does wanna support, I think Rosie's only got the link open for another week or so, but I will leave the link in my Instagram bio. It's currently there. If anyone does wanna, like, chip in, like, £1, every little helps. It'd be awesome to get to £200. She's on 180 at the minute. But yeah, really happy with it. Was
Okay,
kind of
well,
apprehensive, but we did it.
I'll just put this out. If she doesn't reach 200 by when this episode goes out, and 5 days later or a week later, I'll make up for the £20.
Yes. I thought you
But
were
if she
gonna
makes
say, "I'll match the entire," like some companies, like, "We'll match whatever you
yo,
make."
I'm not Mr.
Tim
Beast.
Chung will
If
will
I was making
match her.
Mr. Beast money, yes, that's exactly what I would say. But I'm not. So until
Oh, it'd be
today,
so imagine if you were, like, the
Chinese
Mr.
Mr.
Beast
Beast.
of the UK and, like, because, like, we're friends, I could just I could just get everything.
Yeah, but that'd be
I
so
could
good.
quit my job and be like, "Well, Tim's gonna give me
Like
a
to it,
Tesla. Tim's gonna give me this
surprising my
£100,000
friend.
house."
Yeah, exactly.
Surprising my friend with an island just off the Isle of Wight. I don't know.
Could you imagine? I don't think there is anyone. I guess KSI is probably,
Yeah,
or PewDiePie, probably the
yeah,
two biggest revenue income creators in the UK
yeah,
that could
yeah.
potentially do
KSI
what?
is smashing it at the minute. His holiday single's like number 3 or something, isn't it? Or
Yeah, you either love him or hate him, but he's doing very well.
yeah, yeah.
And credit
He's a
where credit's
businessman.
due.
He knows what
Yeah.
he's doing. So yeah.
Yeah, talking about KSI, a little sidetrack here, but did you know Logan Paul was here in the UK?
Recently,
Yes. Apparently he was spotted outside Regent Street and breaking COVID rules because of quarantining.
what? Why is Logan Paul in the UK?
Could be
Interesting.
could be a Sidemen collaboration video. Who knows?
Oh.
It was on TikTok at one point. Someone spotted it, and then
Oh,
it went
really?
kind of everywhere. And the Sidemen have been posting like short videos from when they're
Okay.
streaming, talking about we know why Logan Paul's here in London.
Oh, it must be something to do with that
So I
then,
don't know if they're
mostly.
clickbaiting, but if they are,
Right.
they're clickbaiting very well.
Oh.
But
Well, I don't know the rules because Logan Paul now lives in Puerto Rico, doesn't he? Doesn't even
yeah,
live in
yeah,
the
but I
States.
meant quarantining rules. Anyone coming in the UK needs to quarantine
Right.
for a certain period.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
especially from America or
Yeah.
anywhere very internationally.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you
There you
mentioned
go.
earlier on that you're starting your YouTube channel back up again.
Yeah.
Back up again.
I said last week, didn't I? I was like, you were like, when are you going to put a video out? And I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah,
I
no,
better get recording. So I did record yesterday. I did like a little, I don't know, like a little mini vlog, I guess, that I'm going to edit today and try and put out before I go on holiday tomorrow. So I just wanted to have a little chat about people uploading for the first time, expectations, realities, because I think a lot of people obviously want to start a channel and then there's a lot of pressure to put something out amazing.
hmm
And, I think it's getting over that first hurdle and probably getting over I'm going to say the first 10 to 20 videos until you get into like a routine.
Yeah, tell me this one thing.
Yeah.
How did it feel to? So from our conversation of when you're posting that video to then thinking about, right, I want to make a video, to picking
Yeah.
up the camera and
Yeah.
actually recording something. How did you feel?
The process of it. Okay.
Were you excited? Were you like, oh, I can't be bothered? Or were you like, oh, I'm actually very excited to pick up a camera? And
Yeah.
then when you were filming stuff yesterday, were you like a bit nervous, or were you
Yeah.
more, right, I'm ready to smash this?
Yeah. Okay. So last week for me was kind of busy. In an ideal world, I would have liked to have filmed something here and
Like a
made
sit
something
down?
here, get it done. Yeah, I don't know. And I think I still might do that today. It's just I live obviously with my partner, so anytime I need to record, I need to ask her to kind of stay quiet and go somewhere else. Had a lot of work on. But again, what are these? These are excuses, Tim. So I
What are
I
those?
I finished all my work because I think everyone knows when you work in a job that you need to get everything done before you go on holiday. You need to send that handover email to your boss and be like, "I'm going away for a week, but this is what's going on. This is what I've done." I had to
Hmm,
finish everything on Friday. No, sorry, Thursday, because we had a company day off on Friday. So I had to finish everything Thursday, and then yesterday was the walk, and then a couple of days before that, I don't know. I can't remember what I did this week, but I was really busy for some reason. Anyway, so
sure.
yesterday morning, I was like, okay, today is the only day that I've really got to make something. I was like, well, walking across London is kind of something that not many people do every day, and I don't think many people do that in general.
What do you mean? I do that once a week. Normal. I walk to East London and walk back. I do the both routes.
And so, yeah, I don't know. Rosie was in the shower, and I was like, maybe I should just record. Like, maybe I should just like charge my camera batteries and make something today.
Oh, on the day? So this
Yeah,
was not really
this was very
pre-planned?
last minute. No,
Okay,
no, no.
okay.
So because I was like, well, I've got Saturday if I do want to make something, and obviously I'm going to record some stuff in Devon. But yeah, I was just like, I'm just going to go for it.
Okay.
Let's just record. And then yeah, when I picked up the camera,
Spontaneity. Love it.
I was like, shall I take my big camera? Shall I take my phone? And I was like, I'm just going to take my big camera and just deal with it. So again, I walked 50 miles carrying my Sony camera, which
It's
just
not even that heavy, but
throwing that out there. What do you mean? The 1635 lens
Gee!
is so heavy.
Light work,
Anyway,
light work.
so that was it. And then I won't lie.
We like the truth.
Yeah, hashtag real talk. Was a bit apprehensive about just recording, and I think still because I haven't had the amount of like time and years that you've had like just literally recording in front of people, I still feel that I don't know, just
Mm.
need to like do it and record. And I did when we were recording on the road. I was just like, I'm just gonna turn the camera on, like say a few things. Who
I'm
knows what it's gonna
excited to
turn out
watch
like?
this.
I'm gonna just edit it today, but I think the main
Okay.
thing is just recording, doing, and keeping that motivation going. There was like a quote that I wanted to like bring up in this podcast, and that is movement equals motivation. And I think the act of actually doing something and like physically doing something, not thinking about it, but like physically doing something, whatever that is,
Yeah.
and then just getting it
Mhm.
out there is that's life. Like no one's gonna give you anything. You have to like
Yeah.
go out there and do it. So yeah, just did it. It's probably gonna be absolutely terrible, but I did it. And then I'm gonna make another one and then make another one. And hopefully we'll grow
Right.
from there. I don't know.
Okay. So will these actually stay on the channel?
Yes.
So if you don't know, Charlie used to make YouTube videos way back in the day.
Yeah.
Then she restarted her channel maybe a year and a half ago,
I am
and
like
then
so bad at this. I've
either
restarted
delete.
my channel.
Yeah, so
I
all the
have it.
videos you can't see
They're all
anymore.
privatized. Yeah, they're all privatized. Okay, few things about that. I feel like I've changed a lot mentally and physically in the past year.
Got
And
chubbier,
so
yes.
huh? What did you say?
Got chubbier.
I don't
Charlie's
know.
gained
I
10
feel
pounds.
I feel way better now
Right.
than I ever have.
Okay.
And I just feel in a way better place to do things, to make things, and to talk about things. And the stuff from before, I don't think I really kept in that momentum. And again, making stuff during lockdown was challenging, weird, like just a whole load of things. And so now things are starting to feel a bit more positive
Yeah.
and don't know, just feel in a better place to start making stuff now. So I promise the videos will stay.
Interesting. Do you think it's
It's stay.
important to plan videos? Because something you said there was you just did it on a whim and it's quite
Yeah.
spontaneous.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I guess when you do something quite spontaneous, it's quite freeing, even though you might be a bit nervous of
Yeah.
pointing the camera at yourself. But do you think the video would have done not you haven't even edited it right, but do you think the video would have been different if you sat and planned, right, I'm gonna film this today. This is what the video is gonna be about. And for anyone listening and wanting to start a YouTube video, do you think they should sit and actually plan out a video?
Mm.
Muscle maybe asking for myself, but should you sit and plan out a video, or do you reckon you should be like, right, I'm doing this today, let's just go film it?
Yeah.
Because I guess there's two different routes you could go down. One route is you want to play with the YouTube algorithm, or the other route is,
Yeah.
right, I just want to make what I want to make.
Yeah.
I guess there might be a mixture between the two,
Yeah.
but for people that might be starting YouTube or haven't got much traction on YouTube,
Mm.
what do you think they should do?
I do think if you want to definitely grow on YouTube, then yeah, you've kind of got to make videos that are going to be found. You know, take Airax's channel, who basically started in 2019.
Like, basically a year ago.
A year ago. You know, he made videos as soon as he started, like, to get in the algorithm.
Yeah.
And he's hit over 1 million subscribers in a year. So yes, I do think planning it and being strategic about your uploads, they're the ones that are going to get you seen. They're the ones that are going to get you opportunities and progression in, you know, the
Mhm.
YouTube world. So yes,
Yeah.
I'd be stupid. Like, no one's really going to be typing out, you know,
You never know. Yeah, I know
walking from West London to East London. Like, that's not a trending topic right now.
It
I
is for
know
walking
that.
channels. Yo, hang on.
We did do a
Whoa, whoa,
Craig
whoa, whoa.
Adams shot, actually. Yeah.
You say that, but in fact, if you, because we don't know what the edit's like, it's not on YouTube right now to even see, but you just don't know. I think that's
Yeah,
the
I know,
beauty sometimes
but
of.
I know that it's not
No,
gonna be
no, you
like
say that.
viewed
No,
millions of times. It's not, Tim. I
not
know that.
not millions.
I know that.
No offense, it's not going to be millions, but
Of course.
you just don't know. Because I feel like in the past, I've never planned my videos. That's why I'm kind of asking that question. And some of my best videos that I've made are just because I've made it on the whim, and
Yeah.
then afterwards I've decided, right, how do I title or thumbnail this?
Yeah.
And in fact, I haven't even fully thought into the title or thumbnail, to be honest. I know I should. I
Yeah.
know the advice that I would give to myself is to plan the thumbnail and the title before I even make the video.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm the kind of person that thinks about stuff too much. And
Yeah.
also because of the industry I work in, I want it to be really, really good as much as possible. And
Mhm.
I found that YouTube isn't always the place to make something fully polished,
Yeah.
because the more polished I try to make it, the more and more I didn't film the video. And in fact, going back and looking at my whole YouTube career, the best videos are the videos that I never planned and I just went and did and had some fun with.
Yeah.
So in fact, your video could do.
I don't know. Let's see. First videos.
I'll leave it on a loop.
First videos are traditionally terrible. So
It's not your first video though.
no, it's not. It isn't my first video. This is like
So-
my fifth first video on YouTube. So tragic. But yeah, we're hopefully. I think the main thing for me is just like motivation to keep making. That is the main thing, and that's what I want to do. And as I said in the last episode, for me, just keeping that going towards the end of this year is exciting, and I really want to end this year on like a good note, and that's my plan.
Yeah, not many months to go now.
I know, 50% of the year done. It's absolutely mental. Changing the calendar over to July was just, whoa, where is this year gone?
Mine's still saying June.
Get that.
June's my birthday month, so I'm just going to leave this year until I fully celebrate my birthday.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, talking about YouTube videos, do you think gear is important? You mentioned you have a Sony camera and a 16-35 lens. So
yeah,
for those that don't know, Charlie has a Sony A7R Mark IV and a Sony 16-35 2.8G master lens.
Yes.
And a Rode mic on top.
Yeah. And then I've got a cheaper lens. I got a used lens from Park Cameras.
Oh,
What is that? A 24-70 as well, just as a
F4.
zoom
Yeah.
lens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you think gear is important? Because you mentioned there you were thinking about bringing a phone or
Yeah.
your camera.
Yeah. So I think so I'm 30 years old now, right? I'm just throw that out there. For anyone
Sheep.
listening, that's not something to do that about, but thank you. I'm at a point in my life where I did have the financial ability to be able to buy this camera in lockdown. I feel very grateful that I was able to do that. But do I think that I needed it? Not really. But is the picture quality going to be better because I have it? Yes. And am I going to be more happy with the production
Yeah.
quality rather than my phone? Yes. I work in production. That I enjoy using nice cameras.
Mm.
I will always say this. I don't ever think that you need the most amazing camera to tell a story. Of course not. Like, everyone has a phone in their pocket. I've known that for years. When I worked at YouTube, we kind of preached it. If you've got a device with a recording capability on it,
Yeah.
then that's it. That's all you kind of need.
Mm.
But do I think that using my camera, it is a bit better than my phone? Yes, I do, because I have the ability to be able to use it,
Mm.
and I really enjoy using it. But is it heavy? Yes, and I don't know.
I don't know. I
It's
think it's an interesting one, the gear conversation, because in the past I've always kind of preached use what you have.
yeah.
And we stereotypically watch all the creators on YouTube and they all would say use what's in your pocket. So
This is the
most
thing.
people would be their phones.
Yeah, but they all say use whatever's in your pocket, but then they're shooting on
1DX Mark IIs,
a 1DX Mark
Sony,
II or a Sony C300 or
a Sony C300.
oh, I said Sony C300. Sorry, a Canon
love that.
C300, a Sony C300. I wonder what that would look like.
I don't know.
I'm not with it this
FX9.
morning. So it's easier said than done. I would love all those types of creators to shoot on their phone. Craig Adams did say that he would shoot a walking vlog on his phone. He's just waiting for the right opportunity to. But he still records on a little, what is it that he's got? I can't remember.
I don't know.
A
I don't watch.
Sony,
RX100, ZV1,
something like that. I think
A7C. I'm just putting all the camera names out there. I have no idea. But no, I see what you mean, because all these creators do say use what's in your phone. In fact, in a way, controversially, I think gear is important. Not to the extent of, right, you need to spend all your money and all your life savings to buy the right camera or the perfect camera or your most dream camera or buy a red camera. I'm not saying that. But I do think the tools you have do help you with what you do. But I might be saying that coming from a professional, this is what I do for a living perspective.
Yeah.
But I do think having the right tools almost motivates you to do something cool. Because let's say you got a camera for Christmas or you bought yourself a new camera. Okay, it's not maybe the right way of going about it, but there's that. Sorry, there's kids outside and it's warm, so I have to have the windows open. Don't know if you can hear that. But anyways, there is this thing inside of you that is like, right, I want to go make videos. I want to go film. I want to test the capabilities of this camera, or I want to test the capabilities of this phone. I want to shoot more. And then when you come into maybe editing it or looking at stuff, if you have a decent editing program, you're like, oh, this is cool. Oh, I can do this. Or, oh, and then it's like this excitement. Because I know for me, I went from, we've talked about this in the previous episode.
Yeah.
But I went from a Canon, what was the vlogging camera back then? G7X. So I went from the G7X all the way now to slowly upgrading my gear, because the more and more I filmed, the more and more I got interested about the equipment and the gear and how to film things differently, to a stage now where I'm like, I would love a Cinecam just because I'm invested in it, and I forget the amount of subscribers I have, but I just generally enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, I need to start making things again, but 2 years ago before COVID, I generally really enjoyed it to the stage where I was happy enough to reinvest and reapply myself. So
I think if you do have the financial ability as well to to download or like make use of Adobe Premiere Pro each month. I think it's about £15 a month if you literally just download that rather than like the collective suite of Adobe products.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Or
it's £15.
Premiere
maybe
Rush would be quite good as
or
well.
Rush, yeah. If
It's
you
not called
can,
Premiere Rush, is it? I have no idea.
yeah, it's
Adobe Rush.
Adobe Rush.
Something
Adobe
like that.
Premiere Rush.
I don't know.
No, it's definitely just Adobe Rush.
Google it.
But if you have the ability to like pay for that each month, if you can like learn Premiere or Rush and know it off the back of your hand,
Yeah.
you are going to be so in demand for the rest of your life. Like
Yeah.
if you can do that, if you can learn After Effects, if you can learn After Effects, you will always have a job, guaranteed, because people do not have the time, especially like brands, corporate people who are looking for people to work with and collaborate with who can design and help make their videos look professional. People don't have the time for that. People don't want to learn editing because it takes so long. Even some creators don't enjoy editing. They make stuff, but then they'll just put out whatever they just recorded.
Agree. Yeah.
If you have access to be able to pay for these softwares each month, learn them, spend time knowing everything about them, and again, you'll always have a job. Always.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think in the hierarchy of what to learn on the list of Adobe products, so for example, for me, I would say I'm quite proficient. I'm quite proficient in, well, just off the top of my head, Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, Premiere Pro. I'm dabbling right now at Audition, very dabbling.
Yeah.
After Effects, I understand the language, but I don't necessarily want to spend all my time on it.
Yeah.
But I know the core stuff that I need and I've been using for the past, 10 years.
Yeah.
But if you learned After Effects and you were the pro After Effects and Illustrator, forget the other programs for now. And if you aren't into filmmaking so much and you're just more of a editor, don't even bother learning how to video edit. I actually would tell people not to. I know, controversial to what you said, but video editing can be done by a lot of people now.
Yeah.
Whereas animators, motion graphics people, there are a lot. I guess we live in London, so it's different, but there are a lot of people. However, there is so much room for opportunity there that hasn't been targeted yet.
Yeah. But it's simply because it's time. Like you said, it's taken you 10 years to like hone your craft on those bits of software, and it does take so long. I've been using Premiere for pretty much since like 2015 on and off, but it's only been in the last year and a half when I think like, I know like all the keyboard shortcuts, I know everything, how it works. I'm still not like 100%, but I'm like probably like 85-90% there. After Effects I'm just starting to get into. I don't know how to like keyframe everything yet, but I know if I can open a composition, I know how it like works. I know how I can export something in Alpha. Like I'm getting to that place,
right?
But people don't want to spend 10 years learning these programs.
No,
so
I don't either.
Have that.
After Effects is
After Effects is a beast.
It is. I have people that know how to use After Effects. I just need to. Similarly with like web design and a lot of different aspects of design, I know a base knowledge enough to be able to sit with someone and say and understand and how to talk to them, and that's the level that I want to get to. I don't want to get to the level of. I don't want the nitty gritty. I just want to be able to communicate and understand the communication of how someone, like how an After Effects, how an After Effects pro might communicate back to me, so we can chat. Or if someone was telling me about web design, not web design, but like coding, to the state of, well, I know what it's capable of, and I understand the language rather than I need to actually do it myself.
Sure. I mean, you just mentioned coding there. Yeah, I think if you're a youngster now, don't even go to uni, just like learn code.
Yeah, but they teach code now in primary schools, like basic code.
Oh, do they?
Some primary schools.
But it's the future, I think it's very
responsible.
Future.
That reminds me of Toy Story.
Yeah.
The future.
Those three aliens. Yeah, like if you can just start learning young, start investing.
For sure.
Start young, start early. And then by the time you're like 23, 24, like you'll be running. You'll be so in demand as well. And yeah, top tips for today.
Yeah, talking about the future. So probably this one last thing, and we'll round it up here. Did you see Instagram wants to be TikTok? No, not really, but that's just such a great click.
Yeah.
Instagram is trying to be TikTok because I don't know where I seen it, but I heard that Instagram from what's his name, Adam
Mazzari,
Mazzari,
head of Instagram. Yeah.
Adam Mazzari, head of Instagram, said they're wanting Instagram to be less of a photo sharing app and more of a video sharing app.
Yeah.
Which now I'm thinking, why am I posting photos? Because my photos don't get the engagement or traction anymore because the algorithm has completely changed.
Yeah.
I can't say these words. Algorithm.
Try spelling algorithm.
I don't need to. That's why I have copywriters. But the algorithm is changing and things are changing, meaning when I went on a long break of not posting, it's like, right, he's not posting anymore. So it's like a...
Yeah.
What's that kind of account called? Inactive?
Yeah.
There's another word for it. I don't know. But his account is not being used very much now, so we're not going to share his content. And then when I start posting again, not many people see it. I've been trying this hack where you post a carousel.
Yeah.
Carousel photos are meant to do better than single posts because when you refresh again, so if you see my first post one time and you refresh, you might then see my second one because it'll land in your feed twice.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's why I've been trying to post Carousel to try to get more people to see my things.
So you mentioned Carousel. Carousel, for people who might not know, I'm sure most people do, but Carousel is where you have like a load of pictures in one post. So when you're on Instagram, rather than just seeing like one picture come up in your like timeline, you see like 6 or 7. They're sometimes called like photo dumps where like people just have like a load of pictures.
Yeah.
For me, you like that example, I find that when I'm scrolling down on like my home feed, I automatically now, if someone posts, I'm always like, I'll swipe left because I assume that it's just instinct now for me to like swipe left because I think that everyone is doing carousel.
Yeah, but there's a reason why people are doing carousel posts because of, right, I post a carousel today, you go on Instagram, you see the first post, but you don't interact with it, let's say.
Yeah.
Then, let's say later on in the afternoon, you refresh your page and go back into it.
Yeah.
My second one will come up because it's like, well, you haven't seen the first one. They'll suggest the second one to you, which I think is not ingenious, but it's quite smart, right?
Yeah.
But now the more and more I'm thinking is I've got all these photos.
Yeah.
Pre-pandemic, pre-lockdown, I had all these photos. Like, so last year, just before we went into lockdown, I had my whole schedule of photos set from like March until June for once every other day, or like it's something that I had enough photos to post.
Yeah.
Had to wipe it all. But now I'm thinking, right, I need to post more reels and video content because I am marketing myself as a video for social specialist.
Yeah.
But because I haven't done much and been exploring a lot, there's a lack of content there. Because I haven't been going out. I've just been staying in my neighborhood or staying in my own flat. So just a difficult one. I want to play into this posting more videos because if that's where the platform is going, which I'm intrigued to see where they take it because they do have reels now, IGTV. Guides weren't really pushed, but I wonder if guides might be a thing because it's something different that the other platforms aren't doing. And then there's YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Twitter.
Vertical video is booming right now.
Yeah,
it really is. And I saw an article this morning saying that Instagram are going to be trialing out doing paid. I don't know what the official term is, but let's take Zoella for example.
Paying creators?
Yeah, well, paying creators in terms of they can promote stories to a paid audience. So let's say I paid for Zoella's private stories and you can't screenshot them. So you can't screen record it. There's like a way that Instagram are preventing that. So if I was a massive fan.
So kind of like the join tab on YouTube?
Yeah.
For Instagram?
Kind of like close friends. But for celebs, for influencers.
Right, yeah.
So I wonder if that's going to
I
be a
have
thing.
seen brands. So some you might know that I have a bag company. They're not called douchebags anymore. They're called DB or DB Journey or whatever.
Do you reckon they got rid of the title just because of the name?
I'm not sure. Maybe because so much stuff has happened in the past year, so maybe they got rid of it because of them
Mm,
reasons.
yeah.
However, they did a thing where you subscribed to like an email list and give them your handle, and I guess basically the social media person would have put you into their close friends list.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's say anyone that, like for us, for example, let's say on my own Instagram, if I said to anyone, "Hey, I am going to put like when I launch videos, when I launch products, I'm going to put a close friends list." You don't pay for it, but I guess what you're saying is it's paid. But basically, before they launch the product, or they would show behind the scenes of how the product's being made, which I thought was quite unique
Hmm.
because yes, it is a lot of effort, whoever is managing that social media account, to add everyone in.
Hmm.
But imagine you're at like imagine the BAFTAs or like the big TV shows or whatever,
Yeah.
and they want to show behind the scenes, but to a limited audience. Okay,
Yeah.
the limited audience might be everyone, but
Yeah.
you have to put your name into it.
Yeah.
Then they can add everyone into this close friends list.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
when you
That's a
post a
great idea.
story,
Yeah.
you get it there. Or let's
Yeah.
say you're a business, you post a story and it's like, okay, today we have a special offer. You buy a coffee and a cake, and it's going to be £1.50, but for close friends only.
Yeah.
And you need to add it into this. We'll add you in, and then you go to
Yeah.
the shop and show, "Oh, I'm close friend,"
Yeah.
and you see it. Like things like that are quite interesting. So, I guess that's similar to what you're saying, but you have to pay to.
Yeah. But like commercial stuff like that, commercial video is is thriving. Like there's that app, isn't there, that celebrities, what's it called? Completely forgotten. Where celebs can basically like
Oh
turn up
yes, yes,
to an
yes.
event, or they can like send a
Oh
private
no.
message.
Okay, the thing that Jessica was doing.
What's that?
Um,
I've
what's it?
forgotten what it's called.
I'm gonna look it up because
Because people like Rainn Wilson, who is part of The Office in the US, there's this app that
yeah,
basically
I've been
celebs
contacted
are.
by the. I'm not celeb, but I have been contacted by this app before, asking me if I wanted to join. But I was just like, I don't think I have the right audience to join. It's like you can pay to get a special mess, but
Cameo, yeah,
Cameo,
Cameo, yeah.
yeah,
Like stuff like that, whereas celebs from, like, way back in the day, like the Chuckle Brothers, that was
yeah,
it. I saw an article with, one of the Chuckle Brothers who was using Cameo, and he's making money now by using this app because people are like, "Oh my god, yeah, let's, like, get
yeah,
get this
yeah.
guy
Or
on."
you can get like a birthday message from like
Exactly, yes.
I think
Because I went to a wedding recently.
Kardashians are there as well, and all the
Exactly, yeah.
Jenners.
Exactly, yeah. So, video content is, like, 100%. I think you should still post photos to Instagram because you still, I mean, I'm just saying this because I assume you do, but still love taking pictures, right? And you still want a place to be able to put them as a portfolio.
Me?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
you.
yeah. No, I
Right?
do. I do. I do. I think I just it's difficult because I do love it, but also this is what I hate about Instagram is like you're fishing for likes.
Yeah,
So if nothing gets liked, I'm like, oh, well, it must be a shit
yeah,
photo. Even though it might be like at the time, I was like, this is a banging photo.
yeah,
But
yeah.
then,
But you know that video content is going to perform.
yeah,
One of our like last reel, like you mentioned earlier, has over 1,000,
yeah,
over a
exactly,
thousand views, just like native views from putting it in reels.
exactly. But that's the thing. I did behind the scenes, behind the camera. I did say that's what we like. We'll be just posting reels,
Yeah, yeah,
and I know that was our first post, and our second post probably hasn't performed as well. But I think there's way too many factors to delve into it. But I know it works.
yeah,
And if
yeah,
you're watching or listening, post reels.
yeah. Post
I'm just
reels.
actually now thinking, how do I post reels but make it into video format? No, how do I post photos but make it into reels rather than
Yeah,
but not like stills? Does that make sense?
yeah. I
And
love watching. Well,
there's that one like
the
30 photos here. This beat
yeah, there's that. Or
that
you
could
can like
work.
show editing, like your editing outline, and then like the before and after image. I think those
Yeah,
like weirdly people watch because you want to see like the
yeah.
process as it happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I also need to maybe swap my Instagram once I start a new company name.
Yeah,
I'll just need to completely switch, and then my Instagram will just be. I need to get more pictures of myself. I
me
feel like
too.
it's not personal enough. I'm just posting photos of what I've taken, which
Yeah,
should
yeah.
live on
But
a
that's the thing.
separate page
Yeah,
rather than
maybe. Yeah, your brown page, and then
here's Tim
people come
Chung.
to Tim Chung to see you. But then I don't know. I get where you're coming from,
Because it's not
but
like I'm making videos anymore about taking photos, portraits
yeah,
on the streets, and then the photos you see don't make sense,
yeah, sure.
and the videos they don't make sense, but it's kind of like a portfolio rather than a
Yeah,
or here's what I've done behind the scenes from a YouTube video, or here's something similar that's like
yeah.
cross promotion. But
Look,
we'll see, we'll see. I think it just actually not me, but I'm gonna go completely off here. But what because I'm about to give advice throughout this whole chat we've had, one piece of your advice that you would give to anyone listening about video, because I think we've basically talked about making videos this
yeah.
whole time,
Okay,
and because I'm about to share something which I'll probably forget in a second and I've
okay,
forgotten.
sure.
But
All
what
right,
if you
keep that
want
in
to
your head.
close this off
Okay.
in a little summary of how like advice you would give someone?
Starting out, mine's going to be super practical,
Yeah.
and it's just going to be lighting. I think when you're watching back a video, you will stay kind of watching if you see the person is like nicely lit, especially if you're doing a sit down type of video. Try and keep your head, because it's vertical video, right? Try and keep your head in within like the top third. And make content for vertical. Don't make content in 16:9 and then post it vertically, because then you'll have those black bars. So always think about how much of your video is taking up in retail space. Post 4x5s in feed, because again, it's more retail space, and just post for vertical. Get yourself looking as nice as you can, nicely lit. Use natural light if you can, because it's always better than artificial light. And just go for it, and keep those cuts. If it's a 15-second or 30-second clip, get to the point kind of straight away, or entice people to stay watching, and just have fun with it. Just keep making stuff. If it's stuff like this, I feel like there isn't so much pressure on, whereas like a
Yeah.
YouTube video,
Hmm.
there's pressure. So just keep going with it. Find your place in the world of Reels or TikTok, whatever you want to do. Just have fun with it.
Take talk on this. Don't include that in the clip, please. Okay, last closing words from me. Do more, learn more, and feel more. I feel that even this is probably advice for myself, but
Okay.
the more you make, the more mentally and physically you want to do it. And the less you make and the less things you're doing, then you kind of fall back and be like, oh, I can't be bothered. I can't. You get in this lazy state.
Hmm.
So the more you keep going, that momentum will build and build and build. Then you can take breaks, but the breaks aren't like I've taken a break and it's just hit me. That's like
Yeah.
I can't be bothered anymore. Whereas if you keep building and when you take the break, you just want to come back and you want to do more and more and more because you really enjoy it or
Yeah.
you really want to push to do better. Okay, I think that's it from us for today. It's been
Yeah.
quite a long one actually,
It has.
but
I've been timing it. Let's have a look. I think it's about 45 minutes. 40,
if you've made it,
42 minutes. Yeah.
well, if you made it
Oh,
this far,
if you made it this far, I've got a little segment for you.
right, go on.
So
This is new.
this is something that if you have been listening, because I don't really want to share this, so this is only for those listeners who have made it this far.
Right, just skip
But,
to the end.
So I've reached the stage now, because I'm two reasons. Because I'm old now, I don't really give a crap about what people think.
Okay.
And this is why I'm telling the story. So as you kind of get older, I've realized that I have like a little, like, I don't want to say mustache, but
Well,
I feel like
a mustache.
I feel like I
I
have a
must
little bit
ask
of
you the question.
a mustache. And Rosie did wax strips on my lip. This is why if you're watching the video and you can see like little like
Right, when was
cuts
that?
up here.
Yesterday?
We did this a couple of days ago,
Right.
and I had my little tash wax stripped, and it really hurt. So there you go. There's a bit of
All right.
fun final sign
I
off.
thought that would be something very like.
No, that's just like a personal thing that I need.
Can
to
we
get
get
off my
that little
chest. Does
segment
anyone-
every time we listen to the podcast? We need that
But-
little segment every day.
Women, I feel like, don't talk about this stuff, and I just wonder if anyone.
I'm
leave
sure
a comment
loads of
below
women
if
do
you've
it.
ever had like, oh it hurt. Have you ever like waxed anything?
Yeah,
before?
but that's not for the podcast. I don't care how far people have made it.
Oh, Sorry, that was
I'm
completely non-video related, but
I'm
yeah.
very glad you shared it, though. I
There you
feel
go.
we all feel now connected. Probably TMI, but we're here. Well,
um,
with all that said,
with all that
thank you
said,
guys
well, I'm just
for.
gonna say we're gonna be probably taking 1 week break. Maybe we'll see if we've got a guest coming up in the next couple of episodes. I think that's the plan.
I don't know. You tell me. We haven't
I would
discussed
like
this.
that. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm going away on holidays, so we'll probably come back in like a week or so's time,
Okay.
and hopefully we'll have a special guest on. I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
Let's
Let,
get these going.
let's get these guests going, because the more we do, the more, like, exactly what we've just been talking about. We just need to keep doing,
Exactly.
and I need to go and make a YouTube video.
Yeah. How
I need
about you
to-
have a YouTube video by the time we next record?
There is a YouTube video. It's just being reviewed right now.
Nice. Okay. So you've already done it.
But I need a another chat for another day.
All right, man.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for listening, everyone. If you haven't already done so and you've made it this far, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have an Instagram, Timeline Podcast. Go check it out. Check us out there as well. If you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you're listening to, please leave us a review, a comment, or let us know what you think on Instagram. DM us. We reply to every message we get. So please let us know. Share with a friend if you think a friend would find any of this valuable. We'd love to hear from them. We'd love to share what we have learned in the past couple of years of doing video stuff and photography and share it with you guys. So let's build a small creative community if we can. Hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend, wonderful evening, or if you're running, have fun running while you're doing it. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah. See you in the next one, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.